Hello. Am I audible to everyone?
Hello. Yeah, audible. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So now what we have
Yes,
done
sir,
in
you're
this
audible.
topology. Okay. So now what we have done in this topology is, okay, we have took some of the router, okay, and configure the IP addressing between them. Okay. Now what we are going to do is between router 1 and router 2, we will configure a routing a protocol like any, which is like EIGRP or something. Okay. Any routing a protocol. Okay. Between router 2, router 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we will configure an OSPF routing a protocol by using a different area concepts. Okay. Between router 2, 3, and 4, we will configure area 0. Here we have is what? Area 0. Here we will took is what? Area. Here we will took is what? Area 10. Okay. Here we will took is what? Area 0. Understand this topology? Any doubt regarding this topology? Between router 1 and router 2, we have EIGRP routing protocol. Between router 2, router 3, and router 4, we will configure area 10. Between router 4 and router 5, we will configure area 0. Between last three router, we will configure area 20. Now, who will tell which are the router who will communicate with each other? See, area 10 will communicate to area 0. Area 0 will communicate to area 20. That means area 10 will exchange a route with area 0, and area 0 will exchange the same networks with area 20. And area 20, from area 20, whatever network you have advertised to area 0, it will advertise to who? Area 10. Okay. Usually what happens, okay, your EIGRP will not connect with OSPF. Is it or not? Basically, what will happen in this topology, your EIGRP routing protocol or your EIGRP routers will not connect with OSPF routing protocol until and unless you will do a redistribution on router 2. Okay, how we will do a distribution? There is a separate topic, okay, where I will give you the definition of redistribution and how to configure it. Then we will see it afterwards. Okay, now I will do a redistribution and everything. Okay, you just have to have a look how I will do. Go on router 1 and configure the EIGRP first on router 1. Router EIGRP, whatever the AS number you have to, okay, and say about no auto summary and advertise the networks. Okay, on router 1 you have a network like 12.1.1.0, okay, which is connected between router 1 and router 2, that you have to advertise. Okay, network I have configured one loopback. Okay, on every router I have configured two loopbacks, and one more loopback we have 11.11.11.0. Okay, this is the network we are advertising from router 1 in EIGRP. Why? Because router 1 completely belongs to whom? A EIGRP routing protocol. Okay. Now go to your router 2. Okay. Router 2 is dealing with two different routing protocol. One is EIGRP and the second one is OSPF. On one side, which is facing toward router 1, there we will configure EIGRP. And the second side, which is facing router 3, there we will configure OSPF routing protocol. Okay. So say what? Router EIGRP, AS number should be same. Say no auto summary and define the network which is connected to router 1. They are your 12.1.1.0. Okay, once you will advertise that network, our neighborship will automatically come up. A neighborship will automatically come up. Okay, there also we have two loopbacks. One is 2.2.2 and the second one is 22.22. Okay, one we will advertise in EIGRP and the second we will advertise in OSPF. Okay, that you have to take care about. Okay, network is what? 2.2.2.2.2. That we will advertise in EIGRP. Okay, so EIGRP work is done. Now jump onto your what? Router OSPF. Okay, take any AS number, autonomous number 1. That is in OSPF that it is called process ID. Okay. Say again, no auto summary. In OSPF there is no need of no auto summary because OSPF does not support any auto summarization. So there is no need of no auto summary in OSPF. Okay, what are the networks you have in OSPF? Okay, router 2 which is connected to router 3 using 23.1.1.0, 23.1.1.0. Okay, there you have to define the wildcard marks of 255 0.0.0.255. Okay, because here I have a configured a /24 subnet. Again, thereafter that you have to define the area. You have to define area. Router 2 Ethernet 1/0 1/0, which is 23.1.1.0 network, which belongs to whom? Area number 10. So here you have to define area number 10. Okay. Again, you have one more loopback over here. That is what? 22.22.22.22. Or you can say 0 also. 0.0.255. There also you will configure area number 10. Okay, because router 2 whole and soul belongs to what? OSPF area number 10. Okay, done with OSPF. Now jump into what?
Router 3.
Router 3. Very good. Router 3. On router 3, if you will see router OSPF 1, okay, no need of no auto summary. The networks are, okay, the networks are, one is 23.1.1.0, which is connected towards the router 2 with the wildcard marks of 255 0.0.0.255. Okay, area it belongs to what? Area number 10. Okay, second which connected to router 4, okay, which is 34.1.1.0 0.0.255 area 10. Okay, again router 3 is also having two loopbacks. Okay, one is 3.3.3.3 with a wildcard marks of 0.0.0.255 and area 10. Again, you have one more network which is 33.33.33.33. Okay, 255.255. Area 10. Okay, done with router 3 configuration. Okay, on router 3 we have advertised 4 networks in area number 10. One is which is configured on fast Ethernet 0/0, which is your 23.1.1.0 subnet. One which is configured on your Ethernet 1/0, which is connected on router 4, and the network is 34.1.1.0. Okay, one which is loopback of router 3, one which is another loopback of router 3, and they are what? 3.3.3, and second one is what? 33.33.33. Okay, all we have advertised in OSPF area number 10. Why? Router 3 completely belongs to area number 10. Okay, now the twist will come on router 4. On router 4, your fast Ethernet 0/0 network, which belongs to area number 10. Your Ethernet 1/0 network, which belongs to area number 0. Okay, which belongs to area number 0. Again, here also we have a two loop back. Okay, one is what? Your 4.4.4, which we will advertise in area number 10. Okay, if you want, you can. If you don't want, do it. Both the network in area 0. Okay, but just 44.44.44.44 we will advertise in area number 0. Okay, router 4. Come on your router 4 and do the configuration. Router OSPF network. Okay, which are the network router 4 are having? One is 34.1.1.0.0.255 and belongs to what? Area number 10. Okay, second one is what? Network 45.1.1.0.0.255 in area number 0. Okay, again network 4.4.4.4.0.0.255, and that is what? Area number 444 we will advertise in area number 10. Okay, and network 44 we will advertise in area 0. Okay, similarly you have to do this same topology, you have to create by yourself and do the things. Okay, router 5. Again, router 5. Who will tell the configuration of router 5? Tell me the OSPF configuration of router 5. Anyone? Any one of you? Come on.
So router 5 will have two different areas, with
Let me define the router 5 first. Let me define the IP addressing of router 5 first. Okay. On router 5, on fast Ethernet is 0/0. Okay, we are connected with the router 4 and the network is what? 45.1.1.0 network. Similarly, on router 5, the interface which is connected on router 6, there we have a network of 56.1.1.0. Here also we have two loopback, one is 5.5.5 and one is 55.55. Okay, 5.5.5 we want to advertise it in area 0 and 55 we want to advertise in area number 20. Okay, now come on, tell me the configuration of router 5.
Okay, so the area router 5 will have the network 145.1.1.1. That network will be on
very good. 45.1.1.0. Okay, the wildcard mask is 0.0.255 and area will be what?
Area 0. That's area 0.
Area 0. Okay, very good. Network and the second network is 56. Right? 56.1.1.0, 0.0.0.255 and area will be
area 20.
Very good. Okay. The second network will be network. Okay, one is what? Loopbacks. 5.5.5.5, 0.0.0.255 and area that we will advertise in area number 0. Okay, and 55 we will advertise in 20.
Area 20.
Okay. Area 20. Okay. This completes just a what I've done there 56. Oh, 55 network.
Sir, for loopback, it will be 0 by 0, 0, 0, 0, 4 times 0.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
can, if
something
you
like
want.
225.
If you want.
225.
Okay. I am giving a wrong.
It will be not the wildcard manna for loopback.
You can give this loopback also. This wildcard marks also. By giving this wildcard marks, what will happen? It will only advertise the IP. It will only advertise a single IP, which is 55.55.55. It won't advertise your complete subnetwork. It won't advertise your complete subnetwork. It will only advertise a single IP using a wildcard marks of /32, which is 0.0.0.0. Okay, let's do that. Don't worry. Okay. Now, who will tell the configuration of router 6? No? Router 6. Router 6 configuration, yeah. Router OSPF, anyone, like anyone, whatever you want. Router OSPF, the area, whatever the process ID. Now, router 6 completely belongs to what? Area number 20. Okay. So the networks will be router OSPF. We have done 56.1.1.0. 56.0.0.0.0.0.0.255 area 20, right? So network 56 after 5667 .1.1.0 area 20. Now network 6 dot
Sir, this process ID, why it is there? Because it does
It is
not have
only
any.
used to, it is only if on a same router, if you have a very big OSPF topology, like, okay, you can create a multiple processes by dividing into a process ID. Okay. There is nothing importance of a process ID in OSPF. But in EIGRP, the autonomous number is very important to be remembered. 67 is done. Then 7.7.7 is student. Area 20, right? Network 7.7. Area 20, right? Now what we have to do, okay, here we have done with the show IP OSPF. Okay, show IP route. Show IP route. Here if you will see, okay, you are getting every routes of OSPF. Okay, some of the routes you can see with OIA. OIA means what? OSPF. OSPF. Okay, IA means what? OSPF inter area route. Inter area means what? Okay, the routes or the network are coming with some different area. Now router 7, if you will see, router 7 belongs to what? Area 20. Okay, and this route, which is what? 34.1.1.0. 34.1.1.0, which is configured between a router 3 and a router 4, and that that network belongs to area 10, and we are receiving it in area number 20. So that route will consider as OIA route, OSPF inter area route. Okay, why? Because the network which is not belongs to my area, the network that does not belongs to my area. I am in the area of area 20. Okay, same 33 also. Okay, same 3.3 also, OIA 4.4 also, OIA 5.5 also. Okay, where is 22? Why 22 is not coming? 22. There is 22 network, 22 network, 22 network. 22 network we are advertised in OSPF. Okay, router 2. 22.22.22. So I think why 22 is not coming up? 20. So run 5 section OSPF. What we have done in OSPF. Oh, in OSPF we have advertised 22, 22, 22. But in area 10, if you have advertised, so why not in the routing table of does it take time? Again, it is not coming. Yeah, the time to troubleshoot. Why 22.22 network is not coming? 22.22.22.0.0.0.2 area number 10. Okay. Go to router 6 and check whether we are receiving over there on router 2 and router 3. Okay. Go from here. Show IP route. No, you are not able to receive here only. You are not able to receive here only. Is there a neighborship between router 2 and router 3? Show IP OSPF neighbor. See, there is no neighborship between router 2 and router 3. That is the reason router 2 is not advertising its network which you have advertised from router 2. It is not advertising its network. What is the reason? Show IP interface grid. Thus we have given a proper addressing. Ethernet 0/0, Ethernet this one. Pin 23.1.1.2 in that network. 23.1.1.2 is not reachable. Why? Go on router 3 and check. Show IP interface graph. What mistake we have done? Oh, the mistake we have done is here we have configured 13.1.1.2 instead of 23.1.1.2.
23 was missing.
IP address 23.1.1.2. See, it will come up. Yeah, it come up. Okay, the membership has been formed. Okay, now check on router 7. That router 7, did it get the information of 22? Yeah, 22 is there now. Is it? If you want, you can test it from here also. Yeah, you are able to reach on 22.22.07. Similarly, check from router 2, show IP route. Okay, 34.1.1.0 subnet is there. Okay, every subnet is there. Also, see here, on router 2, you are also able to receive the EIGRP router. Why? Because router 2 belongs to EIGRP as well. On router 2, we have configured 2 routing protocol, that is EIGRP as well as OSPF. But if you will see on router 3 or on any router of OSPF, you want to find out the EIGRP networks. You want to find out the EIGRP network. until and unless you will do a redistribution of router 2. Show IP route, you won't be able to receive any routes of EIGRP, which is what? One dot one dot
Sir,
zero.
we have to redistribute from router 2.
You have to redistribute from router 2. Why? Because router 2 is the mutual person between a route EIGRP and OSPF. That is the mediator router who can understand your EIGRP as well as OSPF. Okay, that is the person which will translate your EIGRP into OSPF and OSPF into EIGRP. Getting my point? Okay, this fellow which is router 1, which only understand the information of EIGRP. Is it? Okay. This fellow which is router 3, which only understand the information of OSPF. But the router 2 is the person which can understand your OSPF as well as EIGRP. Okay. So there you will run a command of redistribution to redistribute the EIGRP route into OSPF and OSPF route into EIGRP. Got my point? Okay, now if you will see on router 1, if you will see, okay, on router 1, you will only receive the routes of EIGRP and nothing else. Nothing else you will see. Why? Because router 2 is not advertising anything to router 1, okay, except EIGRP network. Okay, from router 2, you have advertised a EIGRP network which is 2.2.2.0. Okay, which router 2 is advertising to router 1. Okay, so now go on router 2 and do a redistribution. Okay, we'll go inside the router EIGRP. Router EIGRP is number we have to is what? Now, if you will see on router 1, now I've done the redistribution. Okay, how I have done the redistribution, that we will take a separate session on it. Okay, now if you will see show IP route, now see here. What are the network information you are getting? In EIGRP, I have told you, whenever you receive external routes, that it will come with a DEX, external route. And the administrative distance will be what? 170. For internal routes, the AD is 90. For external, the administrative distance is 170. Okay, now in this complete table, you can see each and every network what you have configured in the above table.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, tell me.
So is that possible that we can use some kind of authentication to restrict some routes?
Yeah, you can restrict by using a route map and all. One minute, Gaya, 1 minute. I just got it. Okay, what you are asking, Atik? You can filter out the routes. You are asking this, is it? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
What you are asking?
My question was regarding the authentication. Would that be possible that we can restrict some routes using authentication?
You can distract some route using authentication. Authentication is not for that purpose, bro. Okay, authentication is only for authentication. What are you asking for? Authentication or restriction or filtering?
So route filtering.
Route filtering and authentication, the two are very different things. Authentication means what? You are authenticating it to someone. Okay, not for exchanging a routes, not for exchanging a route. Authentication is for building a neighborship. Okay, when two routers are creating a neighborship between them. Okay, so before that they will do a authentication. Okay, not before exchanging the networks. Okay, while exchanging a network, if you want to filter out any of your network, you have to do a route filtering. And that route filtering you can do with the help of a route map and several tools you have. Okay, so authentication is a different thing. Authentication is the part of neighborship. While you do a neighborship between two routers, there you will use the authentication process. Okay, before being a neighbor of your neighbor router, okay, that two router will do a authentication process between them. Okay, and the when you advertise or whatever, okay, when you exchange a network information, that time you have to use a filtering, route filtering. Okay, so whatever the desired network you want to advertise to your neighbor, okay, that only you will advertise in through the route filter. Okay.
Okay, sir, I got it. Thank you.
Also, you can do a route, filtering while performing a redistribution. See, you can see while using a single command, I redistributed EIGRP complete network into OSPF and OSPF complete network into EIGRP. But you don't want a scenario like this. Okay, you want to advertise only a specific networks from OSPF while doing a redistribution in EIGRP. Okay, so there you can add the route map. Okay, inside route map, you will only advertise the desired network, whatever you want. Now, this thing has been done. Okay, EIGRP routers are able to receive the OSPF network and OSPF routers are able to receive the EIGRP route. Then we are not sure. Go to router 1, router 7, the last router, and say what? Show IP route. Show IP route. Okay, now here you will see the 1.0 network, but with 1.0 network, and with 2.0 network, see what you are getting. OE. OE means what? OSPF external routes. OSPF external routes. This is what? OSPF external routes. Okay. So these are coming with the help of type 5 LSA, OSPF external routes. Okay, now what we have to do? Okay, now in this area, yesterday what we have seen is what is stub area. Okay, now we want to make area 20 as a stub area. Why? Because in this area, stub area, we will define this area as a stub area. Why? Because we don't want any type 5 LSA should be entered. We don't want any type 5 LSA should be entered in area number 20. Okay, so what we have done, what we have decided to make area 20 as a stub area. Once we will define area 20 as a stub area, type 5 LSA are restricted. There, a type 5 LSA is being restricted. Okay, now who are the part of area 20? Which are the router? Who are the part of area 20? Tell me, Which are the router? They are the part of area 20. Come on, fast.
Router 6 and router 7.
Router 6 and router 7. And what about router 5? Router 5 is not a part of area 20. On router 5, one of its link belongs to area 20. One loopback belongs to area 20. So router 5 is also a part of area 20. Router 5, router 6 and router 7. These three are the area 20 part. Okay. So go every router. Okay. Go inside router OSPF, whatever OSPF you have configured. What OSPF you have configured? We have configured OSPF 1 only. Router OSPF 1. Okay, and there say what area 20 and say stop. This is the command to make any area as a stub area. Go on router 6. Okay, we are inside area router OSPF only. And say what area 20 stop. Go on router 7 and say the same command. You show them 5 section OSPF. There we have OSPF router 1. And say what area 20 stop. Now see the effect of stub area. Show IP route. Show IP route and see whether you are able to receive any external network using a type 5 LSA. Okay, let's say enter. Previously we are getting EIGRP network information. Thus we are getting now. Are you able to see any OE network? No. And instead of OE network, now you are receiving what? A default route pointing towards your ABR router, pointing towards the ABR router. Okay. In your routing table, you are not able to see any 1.1.1.0 network, but still you are reachable there. If you will see this. By using a default route, by using a default route. Same you can see on router 6 as well. Show IP route. You won't be able to see any OE network. Instead of OE network, what you are seeing is a default route. Did we have created any default route? No. Did we configure it manually? No. Okay, once you will define any area as a stub area, it will automatically create a default route pointing towards your ABR router to reach on external network. Okay, why? Because in this area now, in this area, type 5 LSAs are not advertised. Type 5 LSAs are not flooded. Okay, but still you are able to reach that network. Is it? 2.2.2. Still you are able to reach ping 11.11.11.11. All the networks. Okay, but if you will see show IP route, but if you will see still we are getting a type 3 LSA. By using a type 3 LSA, you are getting a OIA routes. OIA routes. Okay. Now, additionally, if you want to restrict, type 3 LSA as well, type 3 LSA as well. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to make this area, as a totally stub area, Now, stub we have configured on every router of OSPF area 20. Where we have configured every router of OSPF area 20. Okay, now totally stub you have to configure only on your area 20 area border router. Your area border router is what? Router 5. Okay, go on router 5. Okay, listen it carefully. Go on router 5. Totally stub area we configure only on area border router. Go on router 5 and say what? Area 20. Area 20 stub no summary. Area 20 no hyphen summary. area 20 stub no hyphen summary. Area 20 stub no hyphen summary. Okay, this is the command. Now go and check on router 7 or router 6, whatever. Show IP route. Are there any type 3 LSA? Is there any type 3 LSA in router 7? No. Are you able to reach on 3.3.3. network? See, in your routing table, you don't have any 3.3.0 network. Are you able to reach? Yes, we are able to reach. By
Okay.
using what?
Sir,
The default route which
sir,
they
please
have.
show the command for the total stop.
Hello?
So what is the command for total stop?
Area 20 stub no hyphen summary. This is the command. Area 20 stub no hyphen summary.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt in stub and totally stub now? Okay. Similarly, if you will go in area 10, in area 10 you can't do stub or totally stub. Why? Because there is your ASBR router. There is your ASBR router. In ASBR, where your ASBR router is there, you can't do stub and totally stub. Okay, there what you can do is NSSA and totally NSSA. NSSA and totally NSSA. If in area 10, you want to restrict, like on router 3, we will check. On router 3, you can see show IP route. You can see the external network. Is it or not? You are able to see the external network. If you want to remove this external LSA from routing table or wherever, okay, what you have to do, you have to make this area as a NSSA. Why? Because here in area 10, you have the ASBR router. Okay, so go from router 2, router 1, go from router 2, okay, make area 10 as NSSA. Go on router 3, area 10 NSSA. Go on router 4. Router 4 is also a part of your area 10. And say what? Area 10 NSSA. Now, just a second before we have the scene, we have what? External routes. Okay. Now, instead of external route, what you can see is, yesterday only I told you. Instead of external LSA, you can see is what? Type 7 LSA. Now there is no more type 5 LSA in this area. There is no more type 5 LSA in this area. See, these are the networks. ON routes. Is it or not? Okay, here you can see is what? OIA. If you want, OIA should not be there. Should not be there. So go on area 10, ABR router, area 10 ABR router, and create that area as a totally NSSA. Okay, so totally NSSA you have to configure on area border router. So go there, router 3. and configure what? Area not a router 3 on router 4. Router OSPF 1. And they'll say what?
Sir,
Area
area border
10.
or ASBR router.
ASB, not ASBR router, area border router. Through area border router, you are able to receive the type 3 LSA. Okay, so area 10, NSSA, no hyphen, summary. Now see the effect. Go on router 3 and check.
So by doing
Alert.
this, we are just only reducing the network table or the
We
functionality
are
as well.
reducing the routing table, reducing the CPU utilization, memory utilization, and performance also getting increased. Getting my point?
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please explain what exactly the meant of N2, ON2?
ON2, that is your type 7 LSA.
Okay.
OSPF NSSA LSA type 7. See, now there is no more OIA network. OIA. Once you will define this area as a totally NSSA, there is no more type 7 LSA. Getting my point? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Yes, any doubt? No?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Oh, thank you. Then tomorrow we
Welcome,
will
sir.
see the virtual link and everything, remaining part of course. Thank you everyone.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.